So, here we go again with Michael Jai White dissing martial arts legend Bruce Lee. As usual, on another interview, sit-down interview with DJ Vlad on YouTube. Can we stop dissing a dead man? Because guy's been dead a long time now, and he doesn't need to be dissed as much as he already has been. And when people start talking down upon the dead, shows me what kind of person you are outside of fame. Like, you really got some issues, and the lack of respect that Michael Jai White shows for Bruce Lee is this. Like, I clearly understand that he believes in weight classes and size and all that, but I'm starting to believe that he's never been in a real fight like he claims he has been. Like, he did say that he's been in street fights. But I'm starting to not believe him, because if he's been in actual street fights like he claims, he knows there are people that are my size, 5'5", that weigh 220, 234, that actually know how to fight and might not have any martial arts training at all whatsoever. It could kick his butt any day of the week. Just because he has multiple martial arts disciplines and black belts and trophies or whatever doesn't mean he's incapable of getting his butt kicked by someone who has lack of training and skills in martial arts, but actually knows how to F you up. So, the dude is obviously doesn't know his history or his knowledge on Bruce Lee, because everyone who knew Bruce Lee, has worked with Bruce Lee, has been around Bruce Lee, knows that he is a dude that you do not want to fight, no matter what your weight class was. Super heavyweight in UFC. None of them guys would beat Bruce Lee. I don't care what anyone says. In a real fight, anything goes. And he didn't believe in rules. He wouldn't have hopped in the ring with Michael Jai White. He would have fought him in a subway, in the street, in an alley, or in a bar, or in a restaurant. He would have fought him in a parking lot of a movie theater, and Bruce Lee would have effed him up, hands down. He would have done to anybody. He didn't. He had nunchucks on him. Remember nunchucks? People seem to forget how he carried weapons on him. Not just weapons, but he carried a gun too. He might not even want to tussle. He might just shoot you. Literally, he carried a gun. He also carried nunchucks with him. He had nunchucks. He may not have carried on them, but they're illegal, but he probably didn't. So he probably carried a gun, but I'm pretty sure he carried nunchucks on him. Illegally. Out here in the streets. Because laws are broken every day, so it doesn't really matter to him. I'm sure it didn't matter to him. Plus, if I know I'm going to be on the streets for most of my day, I'm going to have a weapon on me. I don't care if it's an illegal one or not, because I ain't about to lose my life because some bad guy wants to test me. I mean, lock me up. I don't throw another key. It doesn't matter anyway. Because, like, I shouldn't have to go to prison for defending myself. And this guy, Michael Jai White, I like him a lot. I really do respect him, but his lack of respect for Bruce Lee is causing more martial artists and UFC fighters to actually call him out. They haven't done it yet, but they're probably going to. You only have one guy in UFC call him out and call him a racial slur, and that guy's a piece of crap. That UFC fighter's a piece of crap. He shouldn't have said that. And I hope Michael Jai White does run into that guy and rips his head off, because he deserves it for being a white supremacist, a racist. But when Michael Jai White gets on these sit-down interviews with like DJ Vlad and starts dissing Bruce Lee and saying, Jackie Chan beat him. Jackie Chan's already said he couldn't beat Bruce Lee. I hope Jackie Chan sees that interview. And people need to send that video to Jackie Chan. Like that interview he did with DJ Vlad, and send that to him. And so Jackie can give Michael Jai White an education. Yes, I said education. Education course on Bruce Lee. And so Jackie can correct him, tell him, no, I would not beat Bruce Lee. You shouldn't have said that. Why did you even mention my name? You need to ask DJ Vlad, why would you bring my name up in regarding to Bruce Lee? I'm not even near anywhere on Bruce Lee's level as far as fighting ability. But Michael J. White seems to think that Benny the Jet Urquidez could beat Bruce Lee, and I'm pretty sure Benny the Jet would disagree with that. I'm sure Bill Wallace would disagree with him. I'm sure many of these old school legends would disagree with that. And they've all came out and said that the ones who knew Bruce Lee, true Bruce Lee, said that Bruce Lee's skills were far beyond their superiority, and they would legitimately get effed up if they were engaged with Bruce Lee in a real fight, because they knew Bruce Lee, how skilled he was. And it's funny how after all these years that he's been gone, people actually come out dissing him. But they're probably okay with dissing guys like Chuck Norris or Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme, guys who are living but still getting trolled and getting hated on, saying that, oh, I kicked their butt, or this guy kicked their butt, they would lose this guy, or this, or they're making fun of them, and stuff like that, just being jerk-offs, not even knowing that these guys are legit. Steven Seagal is legit. Chuck Norris is legit. Jean-Claude Van Damme is legit. Even Frank Dukes is a legit martial artist. He knows martial arts. Yes, he could fight. Yes, he could F somebody up. All the stuff about his past and all that stuff, that might be all untrue. It might not even be true. I don't know. But the stuff regarding Michael J. White said he could beat up, that he did, he talked that this guy can beat up Bruce Lee. No, they can't. And some of the guys that you're mentioning were around when Bruce Lee was alive. How come they didn't try it? How come Bill Wallace didn't go up to Bruce Lee and challenge him when he was fighting, when he was doing that? How come he didn't challenge him? How come Bill Wallace didn't do that? Because he knew better. He just knew that he would get hurt. All these guys that were around. Jim Kelly said that Bruce Lee was the man. Bolo Young. All these guys, all these legends that were around. Jackie Chan worked with Bruce Lee. Chuck Norris even said it. Even though I feel like Chuck Norris doesn't give him the credit he deserves, the only guy that I think gave him the credit he deserves was Bob Wall. The only guy that actually came out and said that Bruce Lee was legit. He was the guy you didn't want to fight. Because he knew Bruce Lee. He was good friends with Bruce Lee. Rest in peace to Bob Wall. Even though I really didn't like him that much, because he liked to talk down on other martial artists like Steven Seagal. He liked to, because they don't like Steven Seagal for some reason. I'm so jealous of Steven Seagal. He's more popular, more famous than me, so I gotta talk shit about the guy. That's what Gene LaBelle and Bob Wall did. They were jealous of Steven Seagal's career, fame, and martial arts credibility. They couldn't go toe to toe with Steven Seagal even in their best day, even in their prime. Seagal would break them in half. That's just my opinion. But let's get serious now. Bruce Lee versus all these guys that Michael J. White was talking about. Even Jackie Chan would tell him, no, you're highly mistaken if you think I could beat up Bruce Lee. You have no idea what you're talking about. That's what he would say to Michael J. White. And he would tell him to stop disrespecting Bruce Lee, because unlike Michael J. White, Jackie respects Bruce Lee. That's all I'm going to say. As far as people, these idiots, and Quentin Tarantino, you go fuck yourself. That's all I got to say about Quentin Tarantino. Bitch. And as far as, I'm just done with Michael J. White and his total lack of respect for Bruce Lee. I think he's just ignorant.